And now the third step comes until one day. And then we have two options. Either we add something which wasn't there before, so like a constructive event, or I take something away, something destructive. For example, until one day, in the middle of the stadium, there was a goat. The fourth step is, there's different versions. One version is and then. It just means and after that. Okay? Another version is that you can say because of that. It's more logical conclusion. Because of that, this happens. There's another option which is more positive. We can say thanks to that. Okay? So kind of these three options are there, but they mean the same thing. It's just the next step, so to say. So obstacles has two. There's several ones. So obstacles is plural, and then there's a failure. And at this point, it's important that you think the story is over. You think the hero is dead. It can't be literally dead or it can't be socially dead. For example, I'm losing my job. I'm losing my life. We call it put the hero in the shit. And then something happens, what is called a renaissance, as you know, or rebirth. And this can happen by miracle. There's some speaking mice who lead you the way out of the prison.
First of all, we would like to have the honor of knowing your name.
My name is Alden Finney.
My name is Peter.
My name's Jamie.
My name is Håkan.
My name is Jean.
My name is Lea.
My name is Jeanne-Marie.
Eduardo Brunoni.
Where do you come from?
I come from the United States, from California.
And I'm from the UK, Oxford.
Denmark.
Sweden.
Paris.
I'm from France.
From Italy.
From France.
Why did you decide to commit yourself in favor of the environment?
We know what the problem is, and we know who's largely responsible for that problem. And so I think I could not live with myself not doing something about climate change.
But then it struck me, okay, this is for real. This is my generation or the generation after me can actually be the last generations who in this rich part of the world that can live like we do. And then I think it's crazy that we are so fucking super rich.
So, what message would you deliver and to whom?
One, climate change is real. That has not been agreed upon in the United States, and I think that's one of the problems why the US is such a bad player in the negotiations.
We can't rely on the facts and the figures to do it for us, nor can we rely on the politicians to do it for us.
We are sending the message to our governments, my government from Denmark and the governments in the European Union and in the US and also in the other large countries which are large emitters of greenhouse gases.
So really involved in artistic way to create message because carbon emissions and climate change is very rational and very complicated, and we cannot understand things only with our left brain. We need something with the right brain, something very emotional, and performers, artists are probably our best messengers in that.
We started all together to go, like Jean-Marie said, in high school, all around the region Pays de la Loire. And our mission is just to broadcast a very important message, I guess, the message of this conference and the issue of climate change.
One other very important fact is that we should be with these students right now. We should be 40 in this delegation, but we couldn't because of what happened in Paris on the 13th of November. So we represent them, so we speak for them here in Paris.
A Security Council on Environment. So, because, I mean, the diplomacy is great, negotiations are great. It's incredible that all the 195 countries are reunited here to talk about climate change, but it's impossible, let's say that, it's impossible to find an agreement with 195 countries.
I want to enable everyone to get involved. I want to understand that climate change is an issue, and then when you have that collective understanding where poor people, rich people, people from all walks of life think there's a big problem that needs to be tackled, then we'll work out the solution. But to have a conversation, not an argument. Because in an argument with other people, there's going to be a winner and a loser. And we don't want to be the losers, they don't want to be the losers, so we need to have a conversation.
Digging things up and we are burning them. And we have been doing that for thousands of years. You know, cavemen were like, oh, I'm going to cut down this tree and burn it. And we are still doing that. We're like, there is oil in the ground, I'm going to dig it up and burn it.
You cannot eat the cake and still have it left.
Give us a word to describe place to be.
I would say hectic.
Solidarity.
Who is your superhero in the sustainability field?
It's Pierre Rabhi, and a philosopher, but also a farmer. And I think this kind of two roles, a farmer and a philosopher, we could do a lot with this kind of people.
There's an amazing organizer in Oakland, California named Gopal Dayaneni. And he works on a lot of like anti-racist collaborative organizing in the Bay Area. I would never tell him that, but he's definitely a hero of mine just because he really lives his life through the same ideals that he tries to embody in his professional work being organizing.